My name is Dr. Manos Apostolidis, and I'm the co-founder of Nutramins. Today, I would like to introduce you to the concept of clinically tested branded ingredients and how they contribute to the development of modern dietary supplements that adhere to the rules of traditional medicine. Since the ancient years, we know that natural products have been used for disease prevention and treatments. Ancient doctors, like Hippocrates, developed specific instructions regarding the time and the location of harvest of the natural products, the characteristics of the natural products in terms of smell, taste, and morphology, the processing of natural products in terms of drying, extraction, if a tea was prepared, and grinding, and the expected outcomes when all of the above are followed. The publication of Apostolidis in the De Materia Medica almost 2,000 years ago is an example that provides today a glimpse to the ancient history of medicine. Adhering to these guidelines was of importance for the natural treatment to be effective. Natural products contain hundreds of bioactive compounds, and for it to be effective, all of these bioactive compounds need to be present in a specific ratio. This ratio is affected by the time and location of harvest and the processing that follows. The ancient healer would go to the mountains and collect, evaluate, process, and prepare the ancient natural remedies, always adhering to these specifications. In today's world, the modern healer that uses natural treatments relies on dietary supplement companies. Dietary supplement companies should produce formulas that contain natural ingredients that are produced in a similar philosophy. This is the only way that consistent efficacy can be ensured. So the efficacy of the produced formulas depends on the ingredients used. This can be either regular standardized ingredients or extracts, or clinically tested branded ingredients. Standardized natural ingredients are usually standardized to a single or two bioactive compounds, are not proprietary ingredients, and are not clinically evaluated. Examples include ashwagandha extract that is standardized to a certain content of glucanolates, and green tea extracts that are standardized to a certain content of EGCG. Branded ingredients, on the other hand, are made for specific solutions and specific conditions. They are standardized to always contain all the necessary bioactive compounds at the appropriate concentration and ratio. They are proprietary, they are clinically evaluated, and examples include sensory ashwagandha, Chiromax, and Q-actin cucumber extract. The potential health benefits of dietary supplements depend on the quality characteristics of the ingredients used in terms of content and profile of bioactive compounds. For an ingredient to be active, as defined by 1,000 years ago, both the content and the ratios of the various bioactive compounds is of extreme importance. Of course, the quantity of the ingredient used per day, which should always follow the effective dose as defined by the clinical trials, is also of extreme importance. Plant extracts have been widely evaluated by many researchers all over the world. And even though standardized extracts are used to one or two bioactive compounds, the results are not always consistent. This is because, as we said before, natural products contain various bioactive compounds, and the studied extracts vary in composition, even though they are standardized in one or two bioactive compounds. Common standardized ingredients are standardized to contain specific level of bioactive compound without taking into consideration the complete profile of the extract that they are producing. To understand better this concept, I would like to discuss about the example of green tea and EGCG. Here we see two chromatograms of commercial green tea extracts standardized to exactly the same content of EGCG. This means that according to the product specifications, these two products are identical and should have the same effects. In the chromatogram, EGCG is within the red box, and even though it seems that the green tea extract on the top contains more EGCG, in reality, they contain the same. Just look at the units on the y-axis. However, when we look closely to these two green tea extracts that are identical in terms of specifications, we can observe that they're very different, since the presence of other green tea bioactive compounds is completely different. More specifically, the green tea extract on the top has 4 other peaks, which represent bioactive compounds, while the one on the bottom has 11 more. So even though in the specifications these two products are identical, we expect them to have completely different bioactivity because they have completely different profile of bioactive compounds. So now let's see how branded ingredients are developed and produced to ensure consistent clinical efficacy. Initially, we identify the bioactive ID that needs to be present in a natural product to ensure clinical efficacy. When we say bioactive ID, we mean the complete composition of various bioactive compounds that are relevant for the goal we need to achieve. To determine this, numerous different extracts from the same natural product are tested, and we correlate the bioactive profile with the best outcome. Then we standardized all the production process, starting from the field, for example, the location that is used, how the plant is grown, the time and the method of harvest, and then how it is extracted in order to ensure the consistent presence of the bioactive ID. Once this is standardized, and we are confident that we can always produce a natural extract with the same bioactive ID, we perform in vitro and animal trials to understand the mechanism of action, and clinical trials to confirm the health benefits and the efficacious dose. At this point, the branded ingredient company can ensure to always produce the same ingredient with the same bioactive ID that will always have the same effect that will be relevant to the clinical trials that were performed. At the end, the dietary supplement companies like Nutramins purchase these clinically validated branded ingredients and produce products that consistently have the same desired outcome. And this is the Nutramins difference. All of our products contain at least one clinically validated branded ingredient. These are Sensoril ashwagandha, which is clinically validated for stress management and cardiovascular health. Chiromax chirosine oligosaccharide, which is clinically validated for healthy glycemic response. Quercetin cucumber extract, which is clinically validated for joint health. Maitake Gold maitake extract, which is clinically validated for healthy immune response. And Capros Indian gooseberry, which is a novel antioxidant and a superfruit with very high ORAC value. Thank you so much for your time. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.